Okay, the reason why I'm capturing video is you've already seen the pattern of the impossible light that reaches into the depths. This is through the crack in the wall. Okay, all of this is impossible light activity because at no time will light ever appear in the shade and moving in real time. This is a demonic environment. The entity is stalking with light, methods of surrounding with light. And what you will pay attention to is a speaker company's employee. This is a third-party group stalker engaging in the state system under the malicious guise of being an employee. That's a third-party group stalker that's working for a third-party company that is criminally facilitating the state's criminal pattern of conduct of group stalking and monitoring. All right, so you are subject to terrorism and group stalking while you are on the job, in other words, and this is what Ted Speaker is going to be prosecuted for civilly and criminally, but I'm also going to prosecute these third-party group stalkers that work for the company. What you will pay attention to, the images that I captured of JC and whose license plate I captured. He is present at a facilitating venue, engaging in the elements in concert with the LAPD, who at 11:36 a.m. amplified helicopter activity. That's P.O.C. But I want to be clear. And so that's grounds of federal prison, number one. And number two, smart janitorial is here. All of them, I suspect, are not natural-born citizens. And if that is the case, they will be deported. Federal prison is also mandatory with regard to group stalking and monitoring, engaging in the elements of monitoring with a corrupt law enforcement agency. But what I'm pointing out, the reason why I want to capture this is in real time, you will see the impossible light activity, which would never occur. I've already established the venue, but I just want to point out over and over again, you're going to pay attention to the details. You are witnessing the demonic. What you will see under the table, which is impossible light activity, period, never occurring, but you're going to witness as I take pictures of that impossible light that's under the table. You're going to look at the pictures that I continuously take, and you will see how it is in real time changing. You're going to look at how it's moving about. That is entirely demonic. Again, the fact that it's present, you're witnessing the demonic. You're also witnessing as I capture this demonic environment, and as I am exposing the condition of these group stalkers. This is a demonic system, and those that are demon possessed are engaging in this demonic targeting system, okay? And that is indiscriminate, and it is an expansive, broad system, all right? So like I said, with regard to the ability for your mind to wrap around that, focus on the elements of monitoring, focus on the environment, all of which are phenomenon, one phenomenon after another phenomenon, and the pattern of group presence. That's group stalking, and it is revealing what are the demon possessed who are terrorizing American citizens while they're targeting them. Again, I want to be clear. The presence of that directed light under the table, the reason why I'm focusing and making this video, because I wanted to make sure that I highlight you. When you look at the pictures of what is a third-party group stalker that works for speaker companies, which I will be prosecuting, you're going to look at the impossible light activity under the table, which is speaking to a group stalker. Like I said, prima facie case for federal group stalking and monitoring is the impossible light activity. This engineered light is appearing under the table, and as I took multiple pictures, you will see the impossible lights in seconds. It's changing as I'm capturing it. Absolutely impossible light activity under all circumstances, and then you're looking at it change in real time while the entity is aware that I'm capturing it, okay? They're monitoring my communication device. They know exactly what I'm capturing when I'm capturing it. And this is also speaking to what is entirely demonic. While you are looking at people that want to maintain an outward veneer of normalcy. There's nothing normal about the environment, nothing normal about what they're doing. All right. It is the revealing of what is an ongoing secret system of targeting, and it is satanic in every regard. It is currently 11:52 a.m. and this is speaking to what I captured, and I'm going to publish it. Group stalking and monitoring. This is terrorism as an entity. And at 11:36 a.m., LAPD amplifies helicopter activity. So you're understanding with regard to the elements of monitoring, LAPD is group stalking. They're stalking in the path. They're amplifying audible activity, and the entity is doing that in the lit environment. The entity is maintaining the light source. The entity is maintaining the engineered light. Or the state and third parties also maintain presence in the path while creating methods of light activity. All right. The elements of monitoring, light activity, relevant positioning. They're group stalking. All right. In addition, then he comes in the office, and from this vantage point is where I'm taking pictures, and you will see that impossible light change in real time. It's entirely demonic, and I want to make sure I point that out to you. I will be prosecuting speaker companies and Ted Speaker and the employees that are engaging. The American citizen has a right to not be subject to not only the unprecedented level of harassment and stalking conduct by your coworkers who engage in this malicious system, and up until now, do so maliciously in your face, threatening you, and they presuppose that you'll have no way to prove it, you'll have no way to establish it, that you're supposed to be assumed to be paranoid schizophrenic. This is the pattern of conduct of defaming that targeted individual. It's an unprecedented level of malice, and that's where you're going to prosecute. But that's what I captured. All right, and let me go ahead and get you this. Hold on. The entity that is monitoring my documentation, they're going to federal prison. The Los Angeles Police Department is engaged in ongoing systematic stalking, including, as I documented, at 1 o'clock in the morning. The entity is amplifying helicopter activity inside of my apartment, and you see the activity on the side of my window. There is no light on the ground that is ever going to create light on your ceiling inside of your bedroom, anywhere in your apartment. That light is not shooting up like a laser, creating the pattern of the blinds on the ceiling or on the side of your wall. LAPD is group stalking, and LAPD, again, a corrupt law enforcement agency that is going to be removed. They are practicing satanic targeting American citizens via this practice of satanic methods. It's not just stalking, it's group stalking, and group stalking is satanic, and it is revealing their condition. In addition, why are you going to prosecute that? Because they are aware of the fact that it's being exposed, that I'm enforcing my rights, and they're continuously doing it, continuously threatening by the environment, continuously engaging in group stalking. All right, that has a formulaic significance. It's audible activity, it's relevant positioning in the environment that I remain surrounded by. And again, you will see what, even this is impossible, like I said, but you'll see in real time, JC is his name, Speaker Companies is being prosecuted while an employee of that third party company, a corrupt company, is continuously being documented as engaging in what is terrorism with the state, acting via LAPD, who provides ongoing direct evidence against the people of the state. All of Alvarado Gardens is engaged in ongoing terrorism with the LAPD while they continuously provide facilitating activity for purposes of threatening my life, physical safety, and overall well-being by group stalking with them. And that is the insurmountable case of federal group stalking and monitoring. It is, by the way, 11:55 a.m. This is P.O.C. The ongoing use of helicopters repeatedly, that's speaking to what is ongoing systematic amplified audible activity. This is a demon-possessed entity, highly hostile, and this is demonic. Remove this law enforcement agency from existence. They are a threat to the public. They're engaging in corruption of the public. They're engaging in criminal conduct while they are being exposed and prosecuted. This is called relevant positioning, and they're doing it in the specific environment that would never result in any light whatsoever. This is crossing path, and it's threatening your life while they continuously do so, while they know they're being exposed. And they are facilitating in real time. The people of the state are monitoring. It's not just Alvarado Gardens, a facilitating venue. They are driving around in relevant position on Alvarado Street. They live and work in a relevant position all around the neighborhood. And this is the state system that's in operation here. That's called crossing path. And while they repeatedly do so, it's referred to as patrolling conduct, where you have what is in the specific of the phenomenon. Where is LAPD group stalking at? Where are they flying over, amplifying that activity? They're doing so 24 hours a day while you see things such as light appearing in the shade, light appearing manifesting in the office, light appearing on the ceilings, light appearing where there is no presence of any explanation of where that light would occur. They're doing so in an environment where the entity is acting with regard to the people who maintain that presence, also coming and engaging in any service, any work, living at the venue where the entity is maintaining that impossible phenomenon. They're group stalking that's revealing that system. And what you are witnessing is the hostility, the unlawful threat, the impermissible threat to your life while that entity is engaging and monitoring you while you document it, like you would document and prosecute any other stalker. It's a violation of your constitutional human rights. All right, I want to be clear. This is revealing the demon possession of the Los Angeles PD. It's not just that it's criminal. I am revealing to you what is their condition. And this is speaking to the necessary federal policy, not only of the people who live at a facilitating venue. Understand this is a concealed system, never to have been found out or exposed, because the pattern of conduct is such that you're supposed to be written off as suffering from some mental incapacity, which is why kidnapping is within the pattern of conduct, also documented. It's highly malicious. They continue to provide direct evidence. There is no getting out of the pattern of conduct that's established. They are flying in relevant position to a venue that is documented as nothing other than, this is not a private residence. All of the state is here. The state arrives to engage in services at the property. The state is engaging in what is stalking directly in relevant position, group stalking, maintaining presence in the path, and ongoing facilitation of that criminal system. the Los Angeles Police Department is going to be removed from existence. They're subject to what are mandatory mental examinations based on their revealing by their own criminal activity, which they are hostile to the fact that it's being exposed, and that which is serving for an additional impermissible threat to your life. These are dangerous psychopaths, in other words, and they suffer from a very specific condition, and it is engaging in the criminal conduct that is being revealed. And they're doing it in concert with the people. They're not doing it by themselves. When I'm in my apartment at 1 o'clock in the morning and they're not flying over the office, they're targeting that activity to where I'm at. That's why you can hear it while my windows are closed. I'm in my bedroom. They're amplifying helicopter activity at 1 something in the morning while you see light, inexplicable light appearing all around in my room while the blinds are closed. Like I said, none of these lights would create any light on your ceilings or on the side of the wall as I continue to show you the ongoing demonic methods of surrounding with engineered light while they're group stalking. They being LAPD, which represents the state acting directly, and they're doing it in concert with the people of the state. All right, and this is a well-documented pattern of conduct. And while the entity engages in that conduct, it is speaking to the ongoing confirmation of what speaker companies engaged in on no cloudy day, nor even one on a sunny day. Under no circumstances would that light even appear. But you're looking at the environment. And then I'm showing you what is the impossible light while that group stalker working for speaker companies stands in the office, and that light is in real time mutating. The entity is engaging in all methods of impossible light inside of this office and in my apartment and on the property. LAPD continues to provide a confession to the people, to the world, okay? I don't mean the people of the state. The people of the state are group stalking with the entity, but I mean the people of this country, the American citizens, that they are engaging in a highly concealed criminal system, and it is demented in every regard, and it shall be prosecuted as terrorism. It is revealing what are the satanic methods of group stalking and monitoring. It is an ongoing concession, and it is speaking to the enhancement, the federal policy that I advocate. You're talking about the enhancement of punishment and for purposes of deterrence of the American people participating in that system. They live at a crime scene. The entity is engaging in what is facilitation while they are continuously adding to the elements of monitoring group stalking in that specific environment. It's not a normal environment. The reason why it's abnormal is because they're engaging in a criminal system. This is P.O.C. It is currently 12 p.m. and you already know the entity maintains a light source here, and it sets in alignment to this office where the Los Angeles PD just engaged in what is the demonic act of patrolling that is repeatedly crossing path. That's what the people do all around in relevant position. They live in relevant position. No ceiling, no wall, no floor is an obstruction to what is group presence. And they maintain group presence, they maintain audible activity, and they maintain light activity, this demented light conduct. This is P.O.C.